Hey Chad, welcome to the Overland Expo at Flagstaff, Arizona. I hope you got enjoying your Overland experience here.
Yes, thank you for coming. It's been excellent hanging out here at the Overland Expo. This is my first opportunity to come out and check out the show, and most importantly, get to meet all the fans of the Living the Van Life channel. So it's been a really cool experience for sure.
Yeah, we have a couple of questions for you just to share your experiences doing this van life. So, starting with, so you went recently did a trip to Tuktoyaktuk, Alaska in the middle of winter.
Yes.
It was a very, kind of daring adventure that
Yep.
we all saw on your videos. And what did you learn from that trip?
Well,
That
I tell you what, one thing that I've learned over the years is that the winter content, going out and camping in the winter, has been a huge hit on the channel, and so each year I want to continue to kind of push my limits, push the limits of my vehicle, push the bigger and bigger adventures. So this year I made the decision to drive up to Tuktoyaktuk, which is all the way up to the Arctic Ocean in the middle of wintertime. And I wanted to challenge myself with that to see if it was possible, to do it while living full-time in a van, and to do it in the wintertime in the most extreme conditions. And getting up there to see the -30, -40 degrees Fahrenheit, I wanted to go experience that and see what it was like. And I learned so much from the trip. The fact that it's possible, and when you put your mind to these different types of adventures, living in a van, all of that stuff, you can actually learn a lot about yourself, that things are possible, and it's important to push yourself outside the comfort zone. And that's been a lot of what I've learned, is that you can really push yourself a long ways. I learned a lot about my van, the different mechanical issues that you go through when it's that cold, and so just adapting and overcoming those situations, learned a lot.
Yeah, that's great. So you're living in your van full time for a while now. This one, before that, the Volkswagen.
Yes.
So when did you actually decide that you're going to do this full time living in the van, and how do you arrive at that decision?
Sure, that's a great question. So I started living in my Volkswagen Westfalia back in February 1st of 2011, and I made the decision really in a split-second decision. This wasn't something that I had planned on for months or weeks or even years. This was something that I found out that the job that I had been working, the career that I'd been in for 18 years in the construction industry, was coming to a close, and I decided that I needed to be doing something that I love doing, and I didn't want to go back into the construction industry and find another job. So I decided that it was time for me to start chasing my dreams of becoming a professional photographer, and to figure out a means of being able to start over with a new career. And you're starting over with no income, and you've got to build that all over again. I had to adjust my lifestyle accordingly, and I figured that living in a van would be the best way to be able to do that. And so February 1st, 2011, I started living in my van, and 6 months into the van life adventure, I kind of stopped and looked at my life and realized how happy I was, realized that not only had van life taught me so much about how to live in a van, but it taught me so many important life lessons, that we don't need all of this stuff that we think that we put in our houses to be happy. We can be happy living in a small Volkswagen van. And I found that was the happiest I'd ever been really in life, as far as just, lifestyle. And so I lived in the Volkswagen for 10 years and started my YouTube channel, which now it's come full circle, and it allowed me to be that professional photographer and now filmmaker, and it's provided me so many opportunities to travel around the world and work on some amazing film projects. And now I live in the 2020 Mercedes Sprinter van, and this is life. I live 100% full-time in it.
Well, thank you for your time, Chad, and
Of course.
sharing your experiences with us.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming and being part of the show and coming to say hi.